with batting averages, excuse me.
Do your thing. Got to be confident with this pitch. Try to do something special against the big Texas Tech.
And a soft ground ball, foul. I say it hit off Davis' foot, I believe.
Run these counts super late and get the pitches she wants and be able to get these balls out of the ballpark.
Yeah, beautiful off-speed pitch there. Great changeup from Russo. She's done a really great job this season, varying her sequences, throwing good pitches and good counts, and just really controlling the pace and the vibe of these at-bats.
Yeah, we talked about it in that no-hitter. The thing that was going for her was that off big against you. 3-2 count. This is definitely the time where you got to lock in. You love to see how she didn't give her anything easy, but here got to be the best one.
And a great pitch. It's going to be called a ball, and ACU dugout doesn't love the call. Russo definitely a little bit confused by it, but already is on first now as we take another look.
Yeah, that pitch catching the outside corner to us, obviously, but just
a Tony forced error, and then a Langoliers 3-run shot from the cleanup spot.
Yeah, and that's something she's been doing all year, leading the team with homers now with 36 on the year. You can see the power, the way she turned on that one, and that's why.
Really phenomenal series against them, and good luck to continue that success here with 1-2 pitch. Hit sharply into right and foul. Fortunately for ACU, it does fall foul.
Yeah, and something you can see here. Just, you saw over and over her battling, having a perfect game. She's definitely got the stuff, and today expect to see her do some special things against the Wildcats. She got the stuff, I'm telling you, Roman.
Yeah, been a dominant pitcher for them and a good arm to have in the circle today. She'll have Taylor Bachmeyer to lead it off for the Wildcats. Bachmeyer hitting .330 on the year, 36 hits, 15.
And try to do something big.
And the 1-1 late on that one as well. It'll be 1-2 Cook. A little bit tardy on the fastball both times there. Gotta wonder if Lincoln's gonna go right back in with another.
Because of how she does at the plate, it's all around just the player she is, trusted in that 3-hole spot.
Haywood now at the plate, designated player today. And way ahead, great off-speed pitch there from Lincoln.
Winging things, and they're going to need her if they're trying to go deep this year into postseason play as they're expected to. And she's just been a great bat for them. And as you can see there, just the discipline and ability to put the ball in play and hit some line drives and get contact to contact.
1-1 inside corner, and you mentioned this Texas Tech team looking to make a run despite having a second walk of this game early.
Yeah, and that's something you don't want to do is give up freebies, especially to this type of a team. They're dynamic on all sides. And guess what? Hitting base paths as well. They can make you uncomfortable stealing these bases. So just for Russo, she got to be able to try to get a ball on the ground like she did a little bit earlier, turn 2, and try to reset things in this inning because you can't have these Red Raiders on the base paths.
And bring up Bailey Lindemuth, batting .296 on the year. Lefty third baseman today for the Red Raiders. And the second pitch from Russo to left field to start this one. Russo with the pitch. Misses low there to Davis. Juliana Martinez, the freshman, hitting just .183 on the year. Started 27 games, now played in 30 for the Wildcats, getting some great experience as a freshman, trying to slash her way on. Gonna be down 0-2 in the count.
Yeah, another freshman getting some playing time for Coach Coons. He could
see you roster. And she swings the pitch low there, and Lincoln doing a great job mixing up the off-speed stuff and the fastball. She got a really dynamic one there and a hard pitch to lay off.
Yeah, that was just filthy. And at any moment, you have no clue. Can't have the errors. She was able to bobble it and get it back going for herself, but just a little late on that throw over. And that's why these things start to add up. And we saw early on in the first inning what that meant. Hopefully it's not deja vu here in the third.
First pitch hit back up the middle, bounced off the glove of Russo, tried to make the grab, but actually kind of. And she'll watch ball 3 in there. Pretty competitive pitch there from Russo, but not given the call.
Yeah, this is an interesting position. You wonder if you give her the opportunity to get on and load up the bases or try to throw an easy pitch, and you saw earlier how she moonshotted it out.
And the 1-1 to Kennedy. Just high.
Then you can see what happens when folks get on the base paths. Things change. Now you're worried about all the extracurriculars. And here, obviously, not trying to make something big happen for the Texas Rangers, especially down 3-0 already.
Get yourself her first strikeout tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we keep talking about, that off speed. Once it gets going, just catching the hitter off guard, and that's what you needed in that situation. And you wonder if that ball wasn't thrown down to second base. We'll try to stay in this one, especially as the offense has been going slow in this one. And once you're giving up base runners without them having to do anything, you can't afford those type of mistakes. Something they can get out of this inning with anything.
Yeah, Mia Davis at the top of the lineup. Gonna fly out to left field. The Wildcats with a clean sheet there in the 4th inning. Still down 4. First baseman, batting .235 on the year.
You gotta love it to see it from her and Haywood or Schaefer being able to get on base there early.
And we have a pinch runner in place of Schaefer. She'll probably come back in on the defensive side. We'll identify her as soon as we can figure it out. But in the meantime, it'll bring up Taylor Haywood, designated player tonight for the Wild. Now the 2-2 count to Haywood. Lincoln with the pitch. High fly, foul ball to right field. And we mentioned the 12-7. So gets the sign. The windup in the pitch. In there for strike 1. Runner on first with 2 outs here. 1-1 count, Russa and Kennedy. Pitch fouled back on a hit and run. Not something unfamiliar to this game. We've seen the Red Raiders put that on a couple other times. Had a great night over at the hot corner for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and definitely a storyline to look forward to is back-to-back. She's thrown a ball to start the at-bat, and she looks like she's kind of struggling to throw strikes here. And for the Wildcats,
Chloe Riaceto, the left-handed pitcher, when we come back here on ESPN. We'll bring up Emily Berryhill. Gonna put down a little bit of a drag bunt there, but not able to run it out. Nice 4-3 put out there. Langoliers to Allred ends the inning, but one tacked on. Miranda Lista with a solo shot. Popped out to the third base side in her last at bat. Also had a ground ball to third. And watch the strike 1 here.
yeah, and this one, like you said, 0-2 on the night. Looks like Russo has had her number, and now, just now, in that last inning, able to get some help for her team on the other side of the ball.
And looks like we're gonna have a substitution being made by Texas Tech here. Number 66, Kylie Huffman, walked out of the dugout.
What's up, man?
Hellman steps back in the box. Russo with the 2-1 pitch. Hellman shows bunt, doesn't get it down.
You can wonder how that's going to play out against a team that's so disciplined at the plate.
She'll have the top of the order. Davis already. And Beeman pops it up. Gets the pop up and a diving play. Hits the ground first. What an effort from Emily Berryhill. Will not be able to record the out, unfortunately. Just not in time. Beeman gets the pop up, but as we take another look.
Some folks getting across, not necessarily because of her fault, but overall, just in general, this has been a completely different mood swing, energy shift for the Wildcats, as now the Texas Tech Red Rangers are getting on base and with
Miranda Lista. And taking a look at the shot from Lista there. Great piece. Lone run so far in this game for the Wildcats.
again, what a better person to come up to the bat. And now with only one out, a runner on, like we said, slowly and surely things are starting to add up for the Wildcats.
And up to the plate comes the spark. Emily Berryhill might be being subbed here, and we're actually going to see Samantha Lincoln once again on the bump. And Berryhill takes a strike there. It'll be 1-1 to the left field.
And interesting to see Lincoln come back in, but you definitely understand it. Obviously going 5 innings, or 6 going those innings, having it scoreless, or 5 innings going scoreless until she got that big homer going for her. So for Lincoln.